Oh, golly. Gee, could it be me? Am I the jerk? Jerk, 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 jerk. Those moments do happen, and fortunately for you, there's Am I the Jerk here in the Y94 Playhouse, and today posing that question is Playhouse family member Sarah. Why might you be the jerk? It has to do with your teenagers, my understanding.
Well, I mean, I'm great, partly because I'm no longer in the car with my daughter behind the wheel.
Okay.
She is not a great driver. She's got her permit, and I have to be honest, she is always a little sensitive, but lately she's absolutely hysterical, screaming, screeching. You know, she's just, the inner toddler is coming out as a teenager, and frankly, she does not take criticism well, but the girl cannot drive very well either.
Okay.
And so I just don't want to drive with her anymore. I know that she's got her permit. She's supposed to be, practicing getting hours, but am I a jerk if I don't want to drive with my daughter anymore? I just want her to instead drive with the instructor, because when I give her criticism, she freaks out.
So you wouldn't be taking her to practice anymore. You just have it all done through, the driver educators or whatever. I
Don't
gotcha.
you still need certain amount of hours?
I suppose you can go get them from the driving school, get them from the instructor. Doesn't have to be with mom, does it?
So I didn't get my license till I was 18. I was terrified of driving. But I thought you would have, you had behind the wheel at school or wherever, and they would teach you, but then you had so many hours you needed to work towards.
I think mine. I did drive with both my parents, but I know I had a certain amount I had to go to, behind the wheel with an instructor too. Granted, you were in Illinois, I was in Minnesota, and she's probably North Dakota. So yeah, we got 3 different states we're dealing with here.
Could Dad drive her?
There you go. That's an option. I can't help but notice Dad didn't come up, but I'm not going to press because sometimes they don't.
Because that's the only thing. When I was trying to learn to drive, I didn't like driving with my mom. She was always holding on to the armrest, the handle
the
up there.
OS handle, yeah.
Oh, slow down. Brake.
Invisible brake. Invisible brake.
There are no other cars. Chill out, Kathy. Where my dad, he didn't care. He was just calm. I think that's what, if
he was blindfolded, you were blindfolded, and somehow you still got where you needed to be.
Listen, one time, I don't know if I hydroplaned or slid on black ice, but I was going around a bend and I went too fast and the car went to the side. And I remember I was terrified and I pulled over. I said, I can't do it anymore. And my dad's like, it's fine. It happens. Just get back here. And I'm like, how are you not freaking out?
He's a cool customer, man. He's a cool customer. We've seen some people that says she is or is not a jerk if she refuses to do any of the behind the wheel with her own kid.
Someone said, is Dad able to take her? If not, you absolutely are a jerk and hindering your daughter's progress. Someone said, my name is Sarah and I'm having the same issue with my daughter. Mine is not good with checking before changing lanes. I make her do the same route until I'm comfortable with adding more. No dad present in our life. So
Sad.
Could you maybe, yes, you want to criticize her, but do we wait until after the driving lesson? Not while she's doing, unless it's okay, brake, or else you're going to run over that person. But if there's certain things hey, you need to start doing this earlier, and smaller details, could you save those till when she's not behind the wheel? Because I think there's certain things while you're doing that job or task, if you get criticized during it, it makes you self-doubt yourself and you don't feel as confident.
I think that as long as she's getting her hours and everything, I'm totally okay with you not taking her. But I think you have to tell her, listen, every time we get in the car, you're fighting with me. That's not teaching you anything. If you give her the option, if you can keep yourself together, I'll take it. But if you can't keep yourself together, I'm not taking it anymore.
Kind of an ultimatum. You need to chill.
Yeah, kind of one of those moments. Would she be a jerk if she's like, no, you have a driving instructor, not me?
Yeah, she's a jerk. I mean, for crying out loud, it's her daughter. I mean, come on, give her a flyer. And also, I mean, yeah, you want her daughter to be a good driver, so you don't want to all of a sudden halt the lessons.
Yeah, but is it doing her any good if like they can't get along and they're just arguing the whole time? Your personalities might not lend to you doing that together.
Someone said mom might be making things worse. If she's yelling, then every lesson is turning into this screaming match. The daughter's going to associate driving with panic. Get a professional instructor. Take yourself out of the equation, but don't make her feel like she's hopeless.
Well, and you know what, though? And I think you need to be open to this, too, Sarah, because you could be the issue here. You could just be a crap teacher. Some people have no business teaching other people how to do anything because it's just not a skill they have. Maybe you're part of the problem here. Maybe it's not even just her.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. Is that why she's yelling at you?
Yeah.
Someone said, I had a friend who was in a similar predicament with her son. I had 4 kids I already went through it with, and I took him for a while until he was more comfortable for his mom.
She's thinking maybe she has no business teaching her daughter how to do driving lessons anymore. If she a jerk, if she refuses to do this with her and is just like, you got an instructor.
I mean, I feel like if there's something about their relationship that just is preventing them from getting there. I mean, look, it's one thing like teach your kid, teach your daughter like, something around the house or something around like, your math homework, but it's a vehicle. Like there's an investment there. It's like, if it feels like they're in danger, like life and death kind of thing, driving on the road together. I mean, there's some high stakes. So maybe go with a professional, see how it goes. And who knows, maybe like the daughter won't like that driving school and want to just maybe see that, maybe mom wasn't so bad. Maybe I'll come back to mom.
Have a bad enough instructor. She's like, please also teach me, please.
I mean, someone did say mom shouldn't be screaming, daughter shouldn't be screaming. No one's learning when everyone's yelling. They need to take a break from driving together before this turns into permanent mother-daughter grudge. And someone said she doesn't take criticism well. Well, she's learning to drive. What does she expect mom to say? Wonderful job, almost hitting a mailbox. If you can't handle someone yelling at you and pointing out what you're doing wrong, maybe you're not ready to be driving.
Maybe just sit and talk about it with her. And here's a crazy idea. You just sit her down and be like, I'm not sure we should do this anymore. Maybe you should just be the instructor because clearly you're not enjoying doing this with me. I'm not enjoying doing this with you. Like, do you know what the problem is? You might have an enlightening conversation.
Someone said, no, she's not a jerk. I'm 16, just got my license, and my mom didn't want to drive with me because she got nervous. I was fine. I completely with their dad drove with them.
I've been thinking that 194 truck, I wouldn't mind if we had a new one. Here's what we do. And I think I know you've been looking to spend a little bit more time in that vehicle.
I do not like
what
that
if we
truck.
did some behind the
I'm
wheel
terrified to drive that.
where you wouldn't be driving. You'd be in the passenger seat, and we just let people drop off their teenagers to take you around town.
Whoa, I thought it was just going to be like a one-time thing with this woman and her daughter, and now I'm doing this for everyone?
The 194 School of Driving, sponsored by Amy Kay.
I could help out if need be, but I don't think I'm going to help everyone.
Best thing that happens, look at that. We've helped a whole bunch of young drivers. Worst thing that happens, oh man, I guess we need a new truck.
Please, I would like to get rid of that truck.